Hello everyone, so today we'll be designing the splash screen and an onboarding screen for an app. So I'll be taking you through my process. So first of all, we're going to create a frame. I like using the iPhone 13 mini. So I'm just going to rename it. So we should always cultivate the habit of naming a file. So I'm just going to name my as the splash screen, right? So afterwards, we're going to duplicate for our onboarding screen. So um, after duplicating, holding down Shift or Option and duplicating, we'll then rename our file as onboarding one. Yeah, onboarding one. So we're going to duplicate the onboarding one now, and automatically it's going to turn to the onboarding 2. So we'll duplicate it as the onboarding 3 because I want the app to have just 3 onboarding screens. So these are the screens that we'll be working on. So first of all, let's work on the splash screen. Now on the splash screen, okay, we'll need a logo because the splash screen comprises of a logo. So we need a logo for it. Let's just quickly create something. So the logo I'm creating right now, I'm just going to duplicate it for reference sake, so I can have the original file. And I'm naming it Lender because it's a fintech platform. So I'm just going to arrange the logo on the splash screen. So the icon in the middle, and I choose to put a text beneath it. So now let's go to the onboarding screen. Now on the onboarding screen, I would love to make it of illustrations. So let's put our first of all put our logo somewhere. So I'll love to make it of illustrations for my onboarding screen, right? So just going to first of all, I'll have to duplicate the splash screen before we move to the onboarding screen. Let's duplicate the splash screen because we need to create an animation. So I'm just going to first of all reduce using the K resize to reduce the logo, so when it's animating it comes out, like it zooms out of the frame when it's animating after the prototype, of which I'm going to show you in a bit. So I'm just going to arrange my logo so that it matches the way I actually want it to animate while the prototype, and then I'll set the opacity to 0. Yeah, and let's rename that as the splash screen 1. Then now let's go to the onboarding screen. So right at the onboarding screen, just going to get some illustrations from OnDraw. Yeah, so just going to type my keyword money, and then get some few illustrations that will be needed for this project, the course of the project. So most often I like to download more than one, more than one illustration, so I'll have variety to choose from. So we're just going to drag our illustration into our file and then put it somewhere. So now let's pick our illustration. So what should I go for now? What do you think? Yeah, I think I like this. So I'm just going to do Ctrl X and then click on my artboard and Ctrl V to paste and then reduce the size. So let's rearrange it. So afterwards, let's create a section for our buttons, our interactive buttons. So we're just going to ensure that we'll follow the iOS guide. You know, the margin for iOS guide is shouldn't be below 16 and shouldn't be above 16. So we're just going to measure that, holding down our Alt or Option in order to see an accurate measurement from the border shape to the border of our frame. So that's what we're doing right now. So we have been able to achieve that, having 16 as a margin all around. So we're just going to create a corner, a radius corner for our shape. So let's just go on and create our shape. Yeah. So now let's create our interactive component. So first of all, I'll want to change the color of the background of our artboard in order to fit in the kind of design style that I want to have. So I'm just going to take it away from white, from the F white, a bit tinted towards the ash, and then you can see we can now see our stuff visibly. So we're just going to add a H1 for the app, and then the H2. We're just going to use a plugin called Laura Pearson in order to get Laura Pearson test, and you can actually get this by installing the Figma plugin for Laura Pearson. So we're just going to reduce it a bit and then change our the height, the spacing. Just going to maintain spacing. And then resize it to 14. Yeah, in order to create the contrast of size. And then just going to ensure everything is perfectly okay. Now let's create our button. Yeah, let's create our button. First of all, we'll create the text. And then convert the text to an auto layout by clicking on Shift A, and then you've turned that text automatically into a button. So this is more like the fastest way to create a button. I'm going to do a tutorial on that. Ensure you watch the tutorial on that. So we're just going to position our button and ensure it follows the iOS style guide. So we're just going to change the color to our primary color and then creating our primary and secondary button. So we're just going to duplicate our button in order to create the secondary button. So I'm just going to rename this. So we're just going to make it solid. Let's make our fill solid. So I'm going to put it at 100. So now I'm just going to create some few components that are very important for your mobile app. I'm trying to rearrange everything now. So just going to rearrange everything, and then because it's more like a carousel, so we're just going to indicate that it's a carousel by creating a nano or a micro button that moves with the screen. So that's what we're trying to create now. So we take the opacity to 30, and then you have it. So now we're just going to take the color for the onboarding one, and then we're going to take things that are similar that won't change itself. So we're going to take the buttons, so you won't have to stress yourself in creating them all over again. We're just going to rename our H1 and also rename the H2 for both onboarding 2 and onboarding 3. So afterwards we'll also choose for section 3. So afterwards we'll ensure everything is okay, and now we can move to prototype. So we'll be making use of a very common prototype, which is the after delay and the smart animate. So let's prototype the second one first. So you click on the artboard, drag the cycle like stuff there to the page you want it to be, and then let's change it the first one to smart animate and then the second one to smart animate as well. So now we're just going to prototype and see what we have been able to create. So if you should notice, it's moving too fast, the onboarding screen. So we're just going to increase the duration to 2000. So we're trying to create our prototype and also increasing the previous prototype by 1000. Just going to do some little brush up work to tidy up our prototype so it's very smooth. So thank you for watching. Please do subscribe, like, and keep the notification bell on. Thank you.